like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Cut, 280.
44 to Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Under 10. Hey. 10. Check.
80 weapons. Check three. Kill.
Good run on first down. Roberson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play. Having leverage. Lower than the offensive lineman. Getting into the offensive backfield. Knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Cut, 380.
Alert. Rush in. Check 99.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They're running it.
Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Rivers showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Our time. It's our time.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
That is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Good job right there.
44 to Mike. All day. All day. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense went nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 24, Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 15.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Murray now on 1st down. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On second down, Johnson will get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Murray on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing.
Come on, Zach. I'm trying to collect. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
50 to Pittsburgh. 54. Grab these traps. Let's go. Out. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Wilson. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, open man, Higby, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy with that.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup the score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
Throwing again. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
You got nothing.
Deeper.
Kill.
Hey, alert. Right.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
29 is Mike 29.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Cardinals first down.
Murray now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ready. Time to end it. Mike by 4. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chris Carson, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
First down, Murray. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
On second down now, it's Carson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now from Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Let's go. You know the base. You don't want to pick up the ball. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Throwing on first down. Murray steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 29. Let's go. 29 is the Mike.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson going to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Check.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Dust. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I know he ain't got it. 58's the Mike, 58.
Guys, listen.
Hey, we heavy on the edge.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
54. Mike 54.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And another tackle broken. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and he curls back inside for the completion.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Let's get it.
On the Seahawks 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's going to be a long day offense. Tight dog.
They run it with Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Come on, set. Touchdown. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Good track, good track. Check 24, check 24. Slam, slam.
Go.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Go.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, look.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Eifert has it. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
3 buzz. Fopo's the Mike. Mike's Fopo.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
14, got it.
43's the Mike.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
44 to Mike. 44.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, look at the aggressive guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Don't get nervous.
29 is the Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Hill. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's it for Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Mike 29. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Bet.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, man open, it's Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Took right.
They go play action with Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
14.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Play to win. Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And it's the 49ers scoring again to open up their lead. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, look to throw. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check back.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
You got 4.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Bang out. Back. Those guys, 4 down.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On third down. Roberson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10.